players, Frito and Carl, on different teams wanted to find out who scored the higher number of points when compared to the other players on his team. Question A, which player had the higher average points when compared to the other players on his team? All right, I like to color code things, so I am going to make Frito green. And over here, make a bigger one, there we go. Over here is where I'm going to show my chart for Frito in the green area, okay? And then I'm going to make Carl purple. Carl's team will be in purple over here. And what I'm going to do is I'm literally going to make a bell-shaped curve for each. Remember on your bell-shaped curve that, this is just a sketch so it's not perfect, your mean is right here. And the mean is the average. So on Frito's team, the other average points are 159. Now, if you go 1, 2, 3 standard deviations above, you're simply going to add 25. So I'm going to take 159 and I'm going to add 25 to that. That's going to be 184. If I add another 25, that's going to be 209 for 2 standard deviations away. Add another 25 and 3 standard deviations is at 234. Then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 below the mean. This time I'm going to subtract 25. So 159 minus 25 is 134. That is 1 standard deviation below the mean. Subtract another 25 and you get 109. That would be 2 standard deviations. And subtract 25 one more time and that's at 84. Now, Frito has an average score of 149. So 149 would be somewhere between the mean and 1 standard deviation below the mean. So 149 is, let's see, if I did 159 minus 149, that's 10. And if I do 149 minus 134, that is 15. So if you look at this area and you're like, okay, halfway, he's closer. He's only 10 units from 159, but he's 15 units from 134. So I would put him somewhere like right about here would be 149. And that's where Frito is. Alright, so now I'm going to go to the other team, Carl's team. Here's his bell-shaped curve. And that team's mean is 175, but they have a standard deviation of 20. So 1, 2, 3 above the mean, 1, 2, 3 below the mean. I'm going to increase by 20. This would be 195. Add another 20, this will be 115, and add another 20, and it's 135. Wait a minute, April. Sorry. 195, 215, and 235. There we go. Oh my goodness. Okay, so then I'm going to go the other direction and subtract 20. So 175 minus 20 is 155, minus 20 is 135, minus 20 is 115, and then Carl, he is at 155. He's exactly right here. This is where Carl is. He's right at the 155. Whereas Frito was actually closer to the mean. So, Frito, when you compare them to their other players, Frito is much closer to the mean than Carl is. They're both below the mean, but Frito, he's much closer. And then I've actually already done the answers for part B and C. Find the value that is 3 standard deviations above the mean for each team. So for Frito's team, it was 234. And for Carl's team, it is 235. And then part C, find the value that is 3 standard deviations below the mean. So for Frito's, it's 84, and for Carl, it's 115. And I had already gone into Mobius, and I'll just jump back and show you that I got all those answers correct. Frito, 234, 235, 84, and 115.